Hello and welcome to a video guide on the National Immunisation and Vaccination System, NIVS, used for the data capture of COVID vaccinations. NIVS for COVID is a point-of-care data capture tool for COVID vaccinations. The use of NIVS at point of care for COVID vaccinations is mandated. After viewing this video, you will understand how to access and use NIVS for recording COVID vaccination events. This is a brief outline of the latest modifications to the NIVS application. I will now take you through the following processes. Please pause the screen if you need more time to read it. If you think you require access to NIVS and have not been contacted directly, please contact our help desk using the email address on the screen and they will guide you through the process. Once registered, you will be able to request access to the NIVS application from the list of available applications on Insights. Alternatively, you can go directly to the NIVS webpage and click Login, complete your username and password and then sign in. Firstly, you need to be approved as a COVID vaccinator. Enter your user profile. If you have not already got this role, you need to scroll down to the request roles and choose COVID vaccinator from the list. Press the Add button and the role will appear in the list awaiting approval. Once approved, or if you are already a user of NIVS, you can enter your user profile and select the role COVID vaccinator from the Switch Roles drop-down list and press Submit. Confirmation will appear in the top right-hand corner. Requested roles need authorising, either from a pre-approved list or by contacting your organisation lead for authorisation. Our mailbox is monitored regularly, but you can prompt us by sending an email with the subject Authorisation Required. As part of the requested changes from NHS England, before you can proceed to manage a patient, check a batch, or perform pre-screening, the system will force you to indicate which organisation you are vaccinating for and the site at which you are located. Ideally, on first logon, select Vaccinator Location from the main menu. If the details are present and correct, just press Confirm. Otherwise, start to key in the organisation name and choose it from the available organisations. Then proceed to choose the site you are at and press Confirm. You can now use the other functions in NIVS. Check or load a vaccine batch. Click Batch and search to see if it is on the system. You can search by batch number, manufacturer or vaccine type. If one is found, you can edit it. If one is not found, you will need to add a batch. Currently, there are 2 vaccine manufacturers available. I will take you through them one at a time. Select the vaccine type and it will take you through to the entry screen pre-filled with the manufacturer. All of the fields marked in red are mandatory, and we not only need to record the batch expiry date but also the defrost expiry dates of part defrosted batches. You may need to add further defrost dates as more of the vaccine is defrosted. Search for the batch, select Edit, and under Defrost Expiry Date, click the Add button to add more dates. Adding a batch for AstraZeneca is just the same process, but without the need to add defrost dates. Now there is a batch recorded, you can start to record vaccinations using that batch. First, add a patient. Search to see if the patient already exists in the application by NHS number or patient demographics. If a patient does not exist, you will need to add the details by clicking New Patient. The patient details screen has been modified as the application has been updated. You can toggle between care workers or patients. Choosing Yes requires the capture of 3 extra fields. The rest of the form is required for both. So I will use care worker as an example. Mandatory fields are marked in red. You must find a valid NHS number in order to record a vaccination on NIVS. If one is not found, the application will not continue to record the vaccination. In the event of a patient presenting with no NHS number, the advice at the moment is to use local systems to record the vaccination and await further information regarding central recording of the vaccination event. This restriction does not stop you vaccinating the patient, but you cannot record a vaccination event in NIVS without an NHS number at this point in time. Search for the patient by NHS number. If found, it will fill in the demographics. At this point, you cannot amend them from the details returned. You can also search by the demographics for a spine match or employee number for NHS staff. Please complete as much information as possible. Remember to complete all fields marked in red before you can continue. Remember to click Save to complete. Click Save and the patient is added, ready for vaccinations. Before you can proceed to administer a vaccination, there is now a requirement to have completed and recorded a pre-screening questionnaire. If a pre-screening questionnaire has been completed and recorded elsewhere, you can choose that option here, and you only have to complete the minimum data required to proceed. For capture of pre-screening information within the application, complete the relevant information on the form. Guidance and advice on pre-screening is available by clicking here. With the pre-screening complete, continue on to record the vaccination event. Non-vaccination events are as valid as vaccination events and still need recording. Select Vaccination No, record the date and reason for non-vaccination, and remember to press Save. Moving on now to record a positive vaccination event. Set the date of vaccination. Please do complete as many of the non-mandatory fields as possible, as this informs the national programme. This form has also been modified since launch to capture more information. The mandatory fields are marked in red and require completing before you can save the vaccination event in NIVS. As always, confirmation of a successful entry will appear in the top right corner. Should you need to amend the vaccination at any time, You can do so by clicking the edit icon. After a mandatory period of observation, or at a later stage, you may need to record adverse reactions. Search and edit patient, edit the relevant vaccination, and then click Add New Adverse Reaction. Once again, all mandatory fields are marked in red. Please remember to click Save. This is a review of the areas we have covered in this video. However, if you still have some questions regarding NIVS, please contact us at the email address shown on the screen. Thank you for watching.